Life is a mystery. Everyone must stand alone. I hear you call my name, and it feels like home.
First of all, obligatory, I'm back. You're mad. Big mad. Just kidding, I don't listen to garbage. But there's a story out there that involves one of the very first cryptids that I ever knew about. That is the Thunderbird. But before I even tell you the story of the Thunderbird itself, let me tell you what it actually is. The origin is largely unknown, but the Thunderbird is a large fucking bird. Simple as that. Sightings are said to be based on real birds, potentially being descendants of the pterodactyl, but has been mostly compared to the pterosaurus. And a quick shill, used to watch my dinosaur tier list because why not? Thunderbirds are usually said to be spotted in North America and are compared to large birds from around northern Canada, Alaska, and anything that's all the way down to Central America. Native American mythology speaks of similar creatures with descriptions that often say large wingspan, thunder created when wings flap. About to create some thunder when your girl's pussy flaps. I can't fucking say that. Lightning flashing out of their eyes, and water falling from their backs that would eventually create rain. Tribes would often use the Thunderbird to explain natural events such as rain or storms, weather phenomena, I guess. And many tribes have different explanations, but the general description, along with a high respect for these creatures, is most common. But there have been multiple sightings and stories about Thunderbirds. Some of these stories give a different description. Instead of the average colorful feathers, they're said to be jet black. And instead of being benevolent, or I guess non-violent creatures like the Native American tribes say they would actively hunt down humans. There are a couple of stories that come from the 1970s. Both take place in Illinois, but the one we're talking about today is from 1890, and it's in the state of Arizona. Only known for being hot as fuck. On April 26, 1890, the Tombstone Epitaph newspaper had reported a winged monster had been discovered and killed. This took place between the Whetstone and the Huachuca Mountains in Arizona, although some accounts say that this story takes place in the god-awful state of Texas. But we'll stick with Arizona because fuck Texas. It said that two ranchers had confronted a creature described as having a huge-ass alligator head, extremely elongated tail, and an immense pair of wings, and it was exhausted from a long flight. The ranchers were strapped with the cocks, so once they composed themselves after being shook as fuck, they shot the damn thing. 2 more Thunderbirds and you get a UAV. After killing it, they actually measured it and found that it's bigger than your dick. Measurements were said to be 92 feet in length with a diameter of 50 inches. The head was judged to be 8 foot long. Eyes were said to be as large as dinner plates with 78 foot long wings, which meant that from tip to tip, this thing was 156 feet long. The actual description said that the creature had been featherless with wings that were thick and nearly transparent, being compared to bat wings. It ends with the newspaper stating that 2 ranchers had gone back home only to return later with proper tools to skin the hide, and then later it was sent east to be examined by scientists. The actual newspaper archive you can find online doesn't mention anything about photos, but it's believed that a photo was published. Why? Oh, propaganda. Almost. More like potential misinformation, not gonna lie to you. But a man named Jack Pearl wrote an issued magazine in May 1963 where he boldly claimed that the newspaper had actually published a photo after retelling this story. Pearl's claim was that in 1886, right, 4 years before the story was actually published, the Tombstone Epitaph had published a photo of a large bird nailed to a wall. Right, they crucified this motherfucker. Along with the bird were 6 men with their arms stretched out fingertip to fingertip. You know, T-pose supremacy. The only similarity to the original story was that 2 people shot it. That's it. The main differences that I could find was that it said that the creature had 36 feet wingspan and was hauled into town by a wagon. in which the original story never said anything about the creature being hauled into town or even being brought into town. Like, it actually says that they left it where they fucking shot it. And then just think about that. If they killed this thing and then they had to haul it back into town, by the time they fucking crucified it, that shit would have fucking stank. Although this account was different, it's believed that it's talking about the same incident. Different accounts of people remembering this photo started showing up, starting with a man named H.M. Kramer in September of 1963, later that year. But he had stated that the photo was published and showed up all over newspapers within the United States. And then 6 years later, in 1969, the story was once again revived and confused people even more on if the photo was even real. Even those at the Tombstone Epitaph newspaper were convinced that it could have been real and that they probably published it, so they actually went and searched other newspapers in Arizona and even California. The Epitaph then stated that the photo didn't exist, and if it did, it wasn't in their newspaper. And then Mr. Bitch's John Keel, Mothman Prophecies author, had been adamant that he had seen the actual photo and compared his notes with others. Then there's the Freaky Links photo, and Freaky Links was a TV show in the year 2000, which had reignited the situation because they recreated the photo of the 6 men standing with the pterodactyl looking thing. The photo shows 7 men in Civil War attire holding a dead pterodactyl. There's another small claim within the online area. In August 12, 2009, the St. Albans drawing comes from a user named St. Albans 999. They had posted a WordPress article in which they stated that they remember seeing the picture in 1967 and that they remembered it so well they drew it. Then there's the montage photo, which was a Photoshop picture of the death photo of an outlaw named John Sontag, but they photoshopped a pterodactyl corpse on top of his actual corpse, which I think is kind of funny, but it it looks kind of I don't know. It's just when you hear the explanation, it sounds fucking stupid. But today, there's so many photos that show up and they have no known origins and are just believed to be recreations. It's also believed that the base description of the photo was so easy that it created a false memory in people's heads because, as simple as it sounds, people thought they actually saw this. I guess it's one of those things where it sounds extremely plausible that you just believed it happened. Or at least those people that say they saw it. They believe they saw it. But I guess this is the story of the Thunderbird photo, or the lost Thunderbird photo. You know, I'd love to do more videos on cryptids. I love them. Ever since I saw like lost tapes as a kid, I fucking love them. Watch me do a cryptid tier list. Not gonna fucking lie. Oh, I should do lost tapes tier list. I should just tier list something like my dinosaur tier list. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you're still here, I'm back, I guess. I took a month break. That was great. All I could do was think about this, think about what I'm gonna do when I come back. Not gonna lie. Not much of a break, I guess. But I'm happy. I'm happy I took that break. I'm happy I didn't have to fucking do anything. I don't do anything in the first place. What the fuck? But I guess if you're still here, maybe you care a little. So I'm just gonna focus on longer videos. I feel like that's better, not gonna lie. So longer, more formatted things that I actually give a fuck about, not just any random theory that I can explain within 10 minutes. So I actually look forward to that, not gonna lie. Consistent basis? Fucking no. But like, the videos will be long as fuck. But anyways, that's it. It is October as of me doing this. I do have Halloween videos that I want to do, so don't know how many. I'd actually be interested in the topic, so we'll see. But anyways, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and bye.